Collateralizing your investment account simply means you're going to borrow against your investments in order to provide liquidity without actually having to sell those investments. I'm usually not a big fan of taking on debt in order to fund outside projects, but there are specific scenarios where this can be a great tool in your toolbox. I'll give you an example. I had a client in 2022 who needed liquidity in order to fund a project he was working on. However, in the beginning of 2022, the market dropped significantly and basically stayed there for most of the year. The client did not want to have to sell his investments at a low in the fear that they may rebound later on in the year or in 2023. Additionally, he knew he had some real estate projects that were going to be wrapping up in 2023, providing him with cash flow, but not in time for the project that he was currently working on. This is where collateralizing his investment account made a lot of sense. We were able to provide some liquidity to this client in the throes of a bear market without having to actually sell the investments that he had. Additionally, we knew that there was going to be cash flow within the next 12 months to pay off the loan that he was taking on. Of course, he had to pay some interest along the way, and there were other concerns that needed to be discussed. But ultimately, it was a great way to provide a bridge loan for this client in a moment of need to fund a project without having to take on too much risk. You always have to consult your advisor and your tax professional in order to make sure that this is going to be a good fit for you.